Oh, boys and girls, it is day 2 of EGX 2022. Fantastic day 1. If you missed that last week, go back and watch it. It was awesome. We did the Football Manager panel. It was just one of the best days EGX I've ever had. So now the goal is to top that today. And what better way to top day 1 than with YouTube's own actual workspace. Hope to come in and play Sonic Frontiers first because it's kind of the big headline game at the event, but the queue is already a big queue. So instead we've come into the Switches and Jack's playing a Pokemon game we've both already completed. They've got a Pokemon on here called Clive. Goodbye Clive, you deserve to be free. You're a monster. Someone spent ages catching Clive.
If you're the person who captured Clive, I'm not sorry.
We're at the cutting edge of modern technology here. We've got Telesfax. It's a teletext-based game with a really old-style remote control to play it with, where we basically have to navigate around teletext and answer clues that are on this sheet of paper. And then there's a pad. I don't really get it, but it looks like it's all running off of this, I guess.
What channel do I check the football scores on?
Didn't it use... See, I'm immediately going 401, but that's Sky Sports, isn't it?
That's literally why I tried.
Yeah, that's the instinct.
Is it 601?
I'm not sure. What was football on teletext, boys and girls? The left field collection is always one of my favourite areas in here because it's full of absolutely bonkers games with no context and no idea what we're supposed to be doing. We have this much information for this game, and Jack's not very good at it. Well, we were toying with joining the Call of Duty queue because that wasn't open yesterday. It opened at 6 o'clock last night. But the queue goes around 3 sides of this cube. I don't like the look of it. So we're now going to go and we're going to find a queue. We're going to play a game this morning that isn't a weird indie game. Well, I promised you we'd play some games this morning. Jack is currently playing Super Mario 64 and I've got a SNES. These count, these are games. We're now playing Halo, but Jack is a cheat at Halo and keeps killing me. Leave it out with the sniper rifle, you monster.
It's a battle rifle.
For the purposes of the video, that was me killing Jack.
Not true.
Now you're talking, because I wanted this game when I was going to say when I was a kid. It absolutely came out when I was already an adult. But I've always wanted this. Donkey Kong bongo stuff. We're bongoing. I feel like my childhood / early adulthood's ruined a little bit by that because it was a bit rubbish. We weren't playing the drums on the song. Or following the beat of the song at all.
Don't show the score.
Yeah, I beat Jack. We're now 2-1 for the weekend because he beat me at Halo because he's a cheat, but I won at Micro Machines and now Donkey Kong Bongos. Yeah, but I beat you at the duet. I'm great. Well, now we've mastered bongos and caught up with Zealand very briefly, who then disappeared again. I think secretly, I think Zealand also wanted to play with the bongos. We have now finally given up and joined the Sonic Frontiers queue, which, knowing Sega at these events, I'm going to get told off for filming this close to it. But I'll tell you all about it when we're done. Well, Sonic Frontier was bonkers. Didn't really feel very Sonic-y. And then to really put a dampener on things, Tom's here now, which... Hello. Exciting times, boys and girls. We've had 1 upgrade and 1 downgrade. Work the Space and Tom FM have turned into Sheepdog and Pab. Let me know down in the comments which one's the upgrade, which one's the downgrade. We are deep in indie game territory now. I'm surrounded by indie games, which now the Steam Deck is a thing that exists. I'm actually playing more indie games again, so it's worth looking at what there is. For example, that's a chicken. Careers fair. We're going to get Sheepdog a job. You can go and work for the University of Chichester. See, he's keen. Sheepdog's managed to find a game exactly like the game he plays all the time, STL. This is like me finding Soccer Manager here and just sitting down and playing that for hours. We can just leave him here now. Me and Pab can go off and do our own thing. is tradition. Got to get Anna some socks when I'm at an event without her. Mass Effect N7 knee socks, and I very nearly, I don't know if you can see it, they've got a Persona 4 Junez carrier bag there, which I very nearly bought to put them in, but it was £25 just for the bag. So I figured maybe I'm not that mental, or I think before this weekend is out, I might own that bag. Still on that same stand. This is very cool. Loads of Persona pins, Stardew Valley stuff, plushies from various games. That's the best stall we've seen so far. Right, we have a mission. When we were queuing for Sonic Frontiers earlier, we noticed they were being given Nintendo bags on the Splatoon 3 stand. Pab already has Splatoon 3, the game is already out. I have no interest in playing it. However, we're both very keen to get a freebie out of Nintendo, because that is something of a rarity at these events. So we're going to go and queue up for Splatoon 3 and hope we end up getting a Nintendo bag. Change of plan, it's tournaments in there for the next 3 hours, so the other bags we've noticed wandering around are House Flipper 2 bags. Not quite the same, but let's go flip some houses. Been in the queue for House Flipper 2 for a while. It's better be a good bag. Well, just played House Flipper 2, lots of fun. I have my House Flipper 2 goodie bag, which contains a lanyard and a stress ball and a pen and pins, and it's a nice little goodie bag. I'm impressed. Pab's still in there for a couple more minutes. I just spent 15 minutes just smashing a house to pieces. I don't think that's the point of the game, but I like to smash things. Playing more games this weekend than I've played in the last 3 years probably. Street Fighter 6 is up next. I've not played a Street Fighter game since the SNES probably. Street Fighter 6, Kev versus Pab, Champion Edition. And there we have it, Pab is officially the Street Fighter 6 World Champion 2022. And he's combing his hair to celebrate. Good work, Pabby. Well, I don't remember the last time I had a day at EGX where I played this many games. I've played Sonic Frontiers, I've played House Flipper 2, I've played Street Fighter 6. That's 3 games not yet released. I've also had my go on the various retro games and stuff this morning. I am like Mr. Gamer Man today. This is amazing. Really surprised how nobody seems to care about the Steam Deck. There's no queue. There's 2 just sat there not being used at all. We both already have one. There's no reason for us to go and play them, but you could literally walk right up and give the Steam Deck a try, which is not what I expected. In the circles I mix in, people are giddy for it, but clearly it's not quite captured the attention of your general nerdy nerd who comes to a place like this. Why can I see a Batman symbol over here? There's Batman's motorbike on the TikTok stand. Hello, back in the hotel, end of day 2. It's only 4:30, but I am shattered. I did 12,000 steps yesterday and over 10,000 today. For a man who just sits down, not moving a lot, that's a lot of steps. So just in here to freshen up a little bit. Someone stood on my foot on the tube, so I now have a scuff on my shoe. Luckily, I have my shoe wipes with me. And then I think we're gonna head out and grab something to eat. Can't find a scuff now. Hands up if you couldn't take the camera out with you last night because they don't let you film in the Westfield Shopping Centre and then you forgot to end the vlog when you got back to your room. Yes, this guy. This is the end of this video. We had a good day in EGX, but as I record this, it is now the next morning and we're about to have another good day, but this time not in EGX. And that will be the next video in this series. So I'll see you then. Thanks for watching.